And I was a bit remiss in that myself. Keith, hello. Todd, greetings. Excited for the show. The show this evening. Yeah. Where's Jake? Yeah, it's me, Jake. I'm wearing one of my show shirts. Taco Tuesday, Andrew. I wish it was Taco Tuesday. It's not Taco Tuesday here. It's leftover pizza from Sunday night here at our house. Pick, I'm glad you're multitasking. I'm glad you're multitasking. I'm glad you're here. Got my Bible story ready for Tuesday Bible story. Got my letter from Grandma ready for that. Got my show shirt on already. I'm dressed for my show this evening. Rich and rich, double rich. I'm rich in riches today. Greetings to you, Rich DeChooch and Rich Doherty. Scott, hello. Hey now, not exactly not blaming, but my new adage is I'm big on second chances for me. You better be big on second chances for you, Scott. I'm big on second chances for everybody right now. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Dave, yeah, I'm late. And I was a little remiss in saying hello today myself in my life. Of course, this is my life. Of course, you are my life. People are, yes, the audience is my life. Show business is my life. But also, lately, my life is going to swim in the ocean, which is that way from here. And I went down swimming in the ocean. I get out after my 10-minute invigorated cold swim on this nice warm day, though, today. This is not a Hawaiian shirt, Brad. This is a Robert Graham shirt, swanky guy, although I've had it long enough that I'm sure it's not hip anymore. That shit happens. The other day, well, now the stories are piling up, aren't they? So I'm down at the beach. I get up out of the surf, toweling off, getting my clothes on. And it's always, I'm a bit, I don't like to be too close to people because of the pandemic, and B, I've got a towel around my waist and I'm about to take my pants off to put my other pants on. So you don't like to be right next to someone, especially ladies, I find, are not super excited about a man with no pants on. Sorry, Keys, but that's just the way it is, unless they know that person, unless they see it coming. And so there's a lady walking down the beach, and she's kind of coming where I'm standing is on a straight path for her, and she's not veering off, and she walked within 4 feet of me, which is a little closer than you're supposed to be coming to people during the pandemic. Plus also, not to tattle, she wasn't wearing a mask. And to be fair, I was not wearing a mask either because I just gotten out of the surf. And I should have said hello to her. I should have said hi, but I didn't. And I regretted it afterwards, because when two people walk 4 feet away from each other, they're the only people on the beach, and neither one of them says hello. That's how we build a world of assholes. And that is not the world that I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build a world of people who say no hello to each other, and I blew it. I let myself down. But Scott, I'm also living in a world of second chances for myself. And so I'm going to take this as a learning opportunity. I'm going to try and say hello to that person tomorrow. Now, no, I don't have show pants on, Uma. I'm wearing my orange pants from yesterday. Oops, I don't know if you can see those. Jump up, because I don't think those are going to be visible on the show tonight. I'm not sure if you got the link for the show yet, because I'm not sure they sent it out. I don't think I have the link for the show yet. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to get on that. And now it's time for my... Just give a nod and a wee smile. Yes, Flavia, a nod and a wee smile. If you can't manage a hello, a nod and a wee smile is a great second choice. So the other day, I was over at my coffee place with my jiu-jitsu bros, contrary to what we're supposed to be doing, I suppose. Oh, look! Look who we can say hello to. It's Lady Jerry.
You
the
weirdo.
Woman in red. And she's brought me chocolate because she knows that she's signed me up for a thing that I'm really now having butterflies about doing. I can't believe that I'm doing a show tonight. So I'm going to eat a bit of chocolate right now.
Okay.
Delicious.
Can I say something about you? And
I'd like you to say where the link is for the show, because people are asking if they've gotten the link.
Oh, haven't you been emailed the link yet?
Maybe they have.
Yeah, it's been emailed out from Grid, but if you check your emails and if you haven't got it, let me know, and then I'll make sure that you do. So,
All right.
here's the thing, guys.
Wait, guess what?
What?
Oh, my God. I did it.
No, it's only funny when I do it. No, it was funny when you did it. That was funny. So this morning, oh my God, Jake was hating me because of this event tonight, and I get it.
I wasn't hating you.
Well,
I'm
just being
expressed
dramatic.
like, look, this is the monster that's standing between me and the rest of my life is this show that I've got to do tonight, and I'm just very apprehensive. I haven't been on stage to do a show, and even though it's not an actual stand-up show, it's a conversational, funny show, and I want to make sure it's good.
Good, yeah.
Or as good as it possibly can be, or let's just say better than a wink and a nod, a head nod. What was the thing that you said that we should do?
Okay,
God.
But I want to enlist you guys because here's the thing, Jake.
Oh, Bob got a link. Bob's got his link.
Oh,
so
okay.
it
Then
must be
everybody
out.
should have their links. And if did you teabag everybody, Jerry?
No.
Oh,
An acknowledging nod and a wee smile. I'd like to do better than that for the show tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't teabag. I just jumped up so they could see my pants.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, because that would be really, I would be very upset on your behalf. So here is the thing, you weren't hating me, but you were definitely mad, and it's very, very, you were angry with me, and it's very sweet that you agreed. It's super great that you agreed to do this, and I really appreciate it, and I think it's going to be fantastic. But what I was thinking that you guys could do is in the chat, you could tell them, you do this every day with us in a Facebook live show, and it got you through the
Yes, well, of course I could tell them that. And that's going to make them feel great about paying $50 for an experience that they could have had literally almost 100 times.
Are you kidding? No, because it's with a professional comedian, Christella, and you, another professional comedian. I'm just a wannabe. I'm just a,
Well, let me tell you this story now. So I'm down with...
No, but what I'm saying, let me just finish. Because I think that, because there's the chat like we have here.
Yeah.
And I think if, a couple of you said, this format, because the thing that you're thinking is that a lot of people are going to go to the show tonight and think it's you doing stand-up, and it's actually you having a funny conversation with Christella, which is the thing that works better when you can't do stand-up and here laughing, which we can't do in the pandemic. And so what we're doing, yes.
Well,
and actually the show that we're doing for Grid, I'm sorry, I'm doing a bit more talking than you'd like me to do. Oh, you haven't even done the Bible story.
No, Jerry, you came in a bit late. I've only been on for 8 minutes and 48 seconds, including the time that you've been here.
Oh, okay. So, thank you, Rich. He has no problem paying $50. But
good.
The other thing is the show that we're doing tonight is sort of based on what you and I do.
Yes.
But it's with a professional,
exactly.
Comedian.
Well, you are quite good at this show, too. And in fact, several lunches ago, 2 months ago, possibly, I was having lunch with Christella, telling her, that she and I really enjoy hanging out with her, and we should have our own morning radio show. And she said she absolutely cannot do that. And the reason she said she absolutely cannot do that is that because she thought that you and I were so good together, and that it would be a ridiculous thing for she and I to do a show. Now I'm going to ask you these 10 questions from Darren quickly, and you're going to answer them, okay?
Oh, God. All right.
This is a lightning round because I like it. Darren Garcia, 10 Question Tuesday. Darren, this is for you and for all of our listeners.
But I'm supposed to be answering them.
I'm answering fast, as fast as you can.
Okay, go.
Jake and Belinda, favorite color?
Blue.
Green. Favorite ice cream?
That's a hard one. I love hazelnut.
That's it, hazelnut.
Okay.
Panna cotta for me.
Yeah, but the chocolate one, the Guiandoreria.
You're missing the lightning round. Ginger or Marianne?
Oh, shit. I know they're from Love Boat, but I don't know who
Gilligan's
they are.
Island. Ginger.
Ginger. I'll just say ginger because I love ginger.
Which person in history would you bring back and like to speak to?
Not Napoleon.
Genghis Khan.
Oh. Joan of Arc was
all right, Joan of Arc.
No, not Joan of Arc. Elizabeth the First. Elizabeth the First.
Elizabeth the First, or Elizabeth Taylor, both great.
No, Elizabeth.
Favorite vacation.
Oh, I loved going to Iceland with you and Fanula and listening to Hamilton.
Me too. Favorite vacation, Iceland. Me too. Favorite cocktail.
Yeah, can't answer that one.
Well, you can go back to your. You can just name a mocktail. You can name. Name your favorite.
Moscow Mule. I like Moscow Mules because I like ginger. And
mine is the vodka martini up with the blue cheese olives. Favorite restaurant? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'd like to go to the French Laundry.
Good answer, Lady Jerry. I'd like to go to the C&O Trattoria down in Venice.
Oh my God.
Because
I wouldn't.
I can get there from here.
Yeah.
Happiest time / moment in your life?
Oh my God. When we came home from the hospital with Fanula, I was so in love with her and Jake and that nesting thing with a new baby. I just remembered, and I was so happy.
That was great. I would pick our wedding week, and then in third place, I would say we had a pretty great Sunday. Number one thing you miss since Varinus?
Traveling.
Live comedy shows. What don't we know about you that would surprise / shock us?
Oh my God. Well, I think you know some of the crazy things I've done. I told you about going into the Bolivian prison in La Paz to visit some guys who were in there.
Smoked crack in a Bolivian prison. Lady Jerry, killing it.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Where there were no guards on the inside. The guards were all on the outside. And even when I found that out, I still went in. And then we smoked. They didn't call it crack there. They call it bazooka. But it's like crack. It's very addictive. And it's horrible. But I did that.
I dated.
Can you? Yeah, I did that.
I dated a former heroin addict and prostitute. Lady Jerry is wearing Robert Smith's lipstick. Is that right?
Well, yeah, it is a little bit like, it is Robert Smith. It was funny because I was all in grey, and then I thought, well, come on, man, let's do some colour. So I put on a red cardi, and then I was like, I know what goes with my red cardigan, my red lips.
Yeah, you're really pulling out all the stops. So today's Bible story, speaking of children.
Oh God.
I know. Well,
I know. I just have to.
You can step out if you like.
I try to be nice about the Bible.
Well, this is
not very nice.
This is the Bible story of Bible stories to me. The sacrifice of Isaac. You know, the Abrahamic religions, formerly Abram and then Abraham. So Abraham, God tells him, you know, you're going to be rich. You got to go here. Then you're going to have a son. But he's 100 years old, so he does have a son. And God spoke to Abraham. So this is after he's had the son. And his son is a kid now. So God,
Nice little burp.
yeah, God spoke to Abraham in order to test his faith. With your beloved son Isaac, you must go to the land of Moriah, which sounds like something out of the Lord of the Rings. To me.
It is out of Lord of the Rings.
To a certain mountain, which I will show you. Because they didn't have GPS at the time, and he says, just go to the land of Moriah, and I'm going to show you this mountain. There, instead of a goat or a lamb, you must sacrifice your son on the fire. OMG. And this is the same God that says, Abraham, you're going to have sons, and they're going to launch kingdoms, and then now he's saying, no, take your son to the mountain and kill him for me. The next morning, so obviously, Abraham could have worked out that this wasn't going to he wasn't going to have to kill his son. And maybe he did know that. That's not clear in the Bible. But the next morning, obedient to God's will, Abraham saddled a donkey and set off for Moriah, taking Isaac and 2 servants with him. Because you got to take a couple of servants. So it's a little father-son trip and a couple of servants. When they get to the mountains, Abraham stopped to cut some wood, giving it to his son to carry. Could you carry the wood? He himself took a sharp knife and a flaming torch with which to light the fire. You must stay here with the donkey, he told the 2 men. We're going up the mountain to pray and make an offering to God. And the 2 guys are like, well, okay, I guess, all right. That's
you don't want to see this, is what he really... That's the...
Father,
subtext.
said Isaac as they started on their way up the mountain. Father, we have the wood for the fire, but where's the lamb to be sacrificed? Abraham gritted his teeth and thought on his feet. God will provide, he answered Abraham. And then when they reached the place chosen by God, Abraham built an altar in which he piled the wood. Then, tying Isaac's arms tightly to his side, this is a weird way to start a fire, Father, he placed the boy on top of the pile. Dad, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? Son, I'm following orders. Abraham lifted the knife high above his head, preparing to plunge it into Isaac's breast. But at that moment, he heard a voice of the angel of the Lord. with a little bit of a laugh. I just wanted to see if you would. Abraham, bro, whoa. Do not hurt your son. You've provided perfect love. You proved perfect love for God by your willingness to sacrifice even your child. We had a bet up here in heaven. I didn't think you were going to do it. Jeez, hold on. Hang on. Don't do this.
Jesus, get down there and help that guy out.
Jesus.
Yeah, come on.
Looking around, Abraham saw a ram caught by the horns and tangled in the branches of a bush. He untied Isaac, and then seizing hold of the ram, put the animal on the altar in the place of his son. Just kidding, son. Just kidding. Little father-son joke, Isaac. Let's do this ram.
Yeah.
I knew this ram was going to be up here caught in a bush. Don't worry about it. Don't tell your mother about this.
Isaac had no issues after this.
Please don't tell your mother about this. The angel spoke again. Because you've done this for the love of God, you will be blessed, and your son and your son's sons will be blessed, and they shall be as many in number as the stars in the sky. And then Abraham said, thanks, angel, but I've heard that one before. God told me that. Then he told me to climb up here and kill my son. And then Abraham and Isaac together came down from the mountain, and with the two servants returned to Beersheba, which is the town where they lived. And on a side note, that was the last time that Isaac requested a father-son trip.
Yeah, and this is where Dave and I both call on the Bible. That's where Dave was out. He said that was the story that at a young age at Catholic school, he was out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I just can't stand these stories of
well, that's got to be one of the toughest Bible stories.
Yeah.
Now,
and we did it, folks. We're through it. We got through it.
Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem is supposedly the site of where all this happened in Jerusalem. So that's the Dome of the Rock. So there's a Muslim temple, a Christian temple, and a Jewish temple all in this spot because they're all people of the book. All right.
Rich, thank you very much for saying that it's more pleasant seeing me with an updo and lots of red lipstick than Melissa Carone. That nut. Oh my God.
And also way better than what's her name? Make America Great Again.
Oh, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Was she wearing a red dress?
She does some red. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're into brunettes, you might have liked that. But that is also, and I know this is the third time I have said it on the show, but I am going to say it again. That is why Gavin Newsom's fucking ratings are in the toilet, because no one could believe he was married to, Guilfoyle for 5 years.
Well, he picked a great state to live in, but a weird lady to marry.
Yeah.
But then
and
again,
she obviously used to be...
We can't all marry the best lady on our first go.
I am his first wife, so...
no, I did it, but Gavin Newsom failed.
No, how many times has he been married? 2 or 3?
I think that's 2. God's go-to move in the Old Testament, find out if his followers are psycho. Yeah, you passed the test, Abraham. You're a nut job. All right. This is a letter from Grandma from February 12th, 1988. So I'd still be 27, but this is the year that I turn 28. Happy Valentine's Day, February 14th. She puts that in the letter. Happy Valentine's Day, February 14th. Did the earthquake shake up your house? Must have had an earthquake.
What year is it? 1988?
88.
Oh.
Yeah, this wasn't the big
the San
one.
Francisco one the big one in 87? Or was that...
89, I believe.
Okay, all right.
But anyway. February 17th, 1988. She's skipping ahead. Sorry, I didn't get this finished sooner. Charlotte has a pretty Valentine for you. She took her car to Grundy Center, north of Lincoln, to have brakes worked on.
What a treasure of a detail. Yeah. I mean, come on.
We had more snow last night, and she had to shovel to get out where the maintainer had cleaned the street. So they plow the street, but she had to dig to get out to the plowed part of the street. The windows are defrosted now. Sunday, the young people served a nice dinner to help earn money for the work trip they will take summer of 1989. And work trip is in quotes.
Yeah, what kind of working are these young people going to be doing?
It's the church trip.
Right. Not working at making
the banks
babies.
and post office are closed today for Washington President's Day and Lincoln. She is home again at 2 p.m. Charlotte has a pretty pink begonia in blossom. The geranium doesn't have any blossoms.
Bummer.
We surely have snowbanks in the backyard, and so does our neighbor just east of us.
What's his name?
He's head of the elevator at the present time, the grain elevator.
Oh, right, of course, the grain elevator.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the head of the elevator? Is that, yeah.
They have 2 daughters, one adopted and one their own.
Well, I'd like to know where the adopted one is from. Is it another country?
Oh, just neighboring
God,
town.
I mean,
We
it's
don't know. Lots of love, Grandma. Oh, February 20th. We had a nice cold sunshine day today, and some of the snow will melt and run down the alley past Carl Kroger's house. I hope you've had a few nice days, not all windy. I hope you are busy with your comedy routine. Love, Grandma.
Oh, it's gone from skits to routine. Right? Because they know now it's a routine.
Well, they don't always call it a skit. I don't know if
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's very
Put
sweet.
it back in the
You've got
letter of
all
Grandma.
your-
I've still got a few
Yeah,
more letters of
I
Grandma
know,
here.
I know.
I'm making
and I've
my way.
lost my lovely letters from my 101-year-old granny, who, by the way, everybody, January, just about 6 weeks away, she's going to be 102.
100 and toast. Dose.
Dose.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So,
Can't believe it.
yeah.
Gosh, everyone's talking about the 89 earthquake. Ed had just gotten off the Cypress Freeway 10 minutes before. It was a double-deck freeway that collapsed on itself. Well, Ed, thank God, because you're here to tell us and be in our, the special group of us. Ooh, God, wouldn't that be horrible? I mean, I suppose if the freeway came down on top of you. I had a friend who after the...
He's graduated from Iowa State in 1988.
So after the LA earthquake, that was 94, right?
Well, something
When
like
were
that.
the riots were, the riots were 92 and the LA earthquake was 94. So I had a friend who after that would never, when she was driving, if the traffic stopped under, a freeway overpass, on a, street, she would always stop before the
She didn't want to get stuck under it.
And cars would honk at her, and she was pretty angry, and so she just used to wind down the window and sort of yell back at them, I don't want to be crushed by the freeway or whatever, or maybe she just gave them the finger, out the back
Ed
window.
says he'd just gotten off the Cypress Freeway
That's what
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you
No, I was actually, I was going from
Drop the
some,
ball. I've got a lot on my mind,
live
Lady J.
reportage from Ed. Well, it's a thing that happened in the past, but it was live then that he was reporting. Now, you do have a lot in your mind because you're vacillating between, do you like me? Do you not like me?
No,
You'll like me a lot more when the show's over.
No.
You still love me?
Love you. I'm not vacillating on whether I like you or not.
Well, it was funny because you came you came into the house and you were really, really not liking me, and then you came back and you were just in the sweetest mood.
Well, it's not true that I wasn't liking you.
No,
It
you're
was
just a bit nervous. I get it.
I'm just apprehensive about the thing.
Yeah, not
the
nervous.
show for
apprehensive,
tonight. I want it to go well, and then again, I
don't ask Mr.
I'm
Predicto.
surprised.
Oh my God,
Mr. Predicto, will the show tonight be a success for Grid LA?
Without hesitation, yes.
Oh,
Without hesitation.
Mr.
That was a little bit of he does do a bit of a build-up, but yeah.
Oh, that was
now
really
do you
nice.
love Mr. Predicto?
Yeah, well, I do. I was going to have to give him the 2 farts down as opposed to thumbs.
No
which
es
Siskel
necesito.
and
No
Ebert
es
used to do.
necesito. All right. Quick question from the question box.
Yeah, give it to me. I mean, ask me it.
What household disaster happened to you?
What household disaster?
What household disaster happened to you? Oh,
Well, I did.
you injured your coccyx.
Oh yeah, I had a household
Yeah,
accident
that
with
was
a
a
chair
household disaster.
and a pot plant. Not a cannabis plant, ladies and gentlemen. A pot plant. I call pot plants plants that live in pots.
We call those potted plants here in
Yeah, well,
America.
I don't put the TED on. I don't bother with that last syllable. So it was a pot plant, and as you know, my chair unbalanced, and I hit my coccyx, and then very stupidly, Monday a week ago, not yesterday, I had a surfing accident where I got off my board in the shallows, which I've never done before, and landed on the old botto. So I injured my injury, and now I'm still recovering. I saw a ride today. I went on Surfline, and I saw this guy down at Trestles. Maybe it was a woman. It was very far away, so I couldn't tell the gender of the surfer. But it was such a fun ride. It was so long, and I was like, oh, I would really like to be on that wave.
Will Belinda be out for a surf before the end of the week?
Yeah.
The signs say no.
The
Thanks.
signs say
You
no.
know, the thing is, it's I've really got to take care of myself and recuperate 100%.
Mr. Predicto knows that.
Yeah, he does. He's 2 for 2 right now. Because I was thinking, can I go this week? There's quite a swell, is the thing. There's some big waves down there, but I don't want to push it. Because when you've got an injury, you don't do any of your sports as well.
You don't want to push it.
You also don't do as well. You're thinking about that and not wanting to hurt your bum again. I mean, I do not want a third arse injury to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Because the second one I can almost live down, but not with Fanula. She thinks it's ridiculous that I even went out But I said to her I was fully recovered in my mind.
Now, Dave's asking
Yep.
if he buys a ticket after this episode, will he get a link by Showtime?
Yes, and Dave, yes, yeah, you absolutely will. Yeah, that is so true, Ed. Jake he's just incapable of giving a bad performance. He's so good.
Oh, let's
He's
just
so
say this.
consummate.
Let's just say this, Ed. I always do a great show. Whether or not people like it, that's another story.
Dave, what you could do, yes,
How's that feel on the old brain box? Yeah.
Dave, if you buy a ticket, yes, you've got plenty of time because it's still going to be
Let's
2.5
take my temperature
hours.
because we've got a couple hours
before
before it's
showtime,
6.
and then I can also send you a link.
98. Well, how are you going to do that? I'm 98. Yeah, it says you're 98. We know that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
97.8.
Oh God! Well, then do you again because I can't believe that you're 2.2 lower than me. You're usually.
I was higher than you. Mine says I'm 98. Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
I am wearing a merino wool singlet under my show shirt.
You are.
Yes.
I like how he's in a show shirt already.
I didn't want to do this show
shirt
in
already.
my merino singlet, so I put on my show shirt. Yeah, this is breaking with tradition. If I'm doing a regular comedy show, I wouldn't have my show shirt on this early before the show. But also, I'm not even going to be doing stand-up comedy. I'm going to be doing sitting down conversation comedy, which is what we're doing.
Right. So Keys, no, your mics aren't on during the show, but you can do what you're doing here and be in the chat. And I was saying before at the beginning of the show today that if you guys can say in the chat that this is what you do with Jake every day on his FaceTime, and because
no
pressure.
I won't be able to comment on everybody in the chat because there may be a lot of people. But yes, it'll be love to love you and see you there. But so we'll be back here tomorrow.
But
anyway.
what I was saying also was if you guys say in the chat that this is what you do every day with Jake and how it has gotten you through, and maybe say coronavirus, they won't know what the virus is. But then that will give people the idea of this is,
Oh, and if any of them, if there's any bad mouthing or heckling, I expect you all to be policing
yeah, exactly.
on that.
Yeah, that's
all
what
right.
That's sort of what I'm saying. But then I'm thinking, Peg thinks you're wearing a beautiful shirt.
Yep. Thank you, Peg.
It's saying that it's
Email
more...
title, link for tonight's comedy fundraiser for Grid Alternatives. Yes, and send that email to belinda@jakethis.com because I
and Uma's saying thank you for getting your tickets, Uma, and she's saying that the link has been sent because it has been sent. Dave has purchased a ticket. You are amazing. Thank you, you guys.
We're not having Cipino for dinner tonight. No. That is a show shirt. No, you're right about that, Scott.
You don't want to get any sauce
the Ciano Trattoria is open. I'm going to go down there and get that takeout pasta for myself.
I'm going to make some nice homemade pesto tonight, and you can smear it on whatever you want to eat. How about that? Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. Sorry.
So today's Seize the Day is from Francis of Assisi.
Oh, that guy
Now
loved all the animals.
So start. Saint Francis of Assisi. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible. And suddenly, you're doing the impossible. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible. Suddenly, you doing the impossible. I want you to think about that.
Well, I don't know. Do you see that I am thinking about it?
Yeah,
This is me. I'm ruminating over here.
Yeah, the gears are really
You can see them
shifting up or down right now. I can't tell. All right. We'll see you all tomorrow. I've got to go make some notes or something for the show. We'll see you all tomorrow. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. And
we'll see some of you tonight.
Yeah, deep stuff. That's what Darren just said about the seeds today. So yeah.
Yeah. Deep stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's what we're going for, guys. We're going for truly, truly deep stuff.
Don't forget to say hello
and worthwhile.
to anyone who comes within 6 feet of you. And we'll